Welcome, young Skywalker. Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational battle station. Fire at will, Commander.
Soul like I'm in the daily shows.
Yes, welcome to Crazy Black Man 108. Today we'll be taking a look at another Star Wars shoe. This shoe is now the ultimate power in the universe because Adidas has 4D technology. Now what could that possibly mean? Well, it means it's 4D printed. That's all we're going to get out of it. But you go inside here, you find the most expensive Star Wars Adidas collab shoe retail price-wise. We're not talking reseller-wise. That came out last year. And reseller-wise, I mean, I don't think anyone's really reselling any of the shoes that came out last year. And this comes in the form of none other than the Star Wars 4D AlphaEdge Death Star pair. So that's why I had all this Emperor stuff going on. So I got the hood up. I'm going to keep the hood up. You know, we're going to stay in this really dark and brooding tone. And my Emperor voice isn't that good, I know. So, like, if all the people are going to clown me for it, go ahead and clown me. I mean, it's fun. I'm Crazy Black Man. Clown me if you want to. I don't care. Does it look like I care? But no, seriously, like, so when you look at this shoe, you know, the thing is that this midsole, right? Like, look at that. That's just crazy. Like y'all ever seen something like that? Nah, not really. It's different. It's big different, you know? That's that whole new. That's that new setup. And that's what you get with the 4D printing, man. They've done a lot of 4D printing shoes now. This was like the first big one, the AlphaEdge, if I remember correctly. But then they've done the what's it called? The Ultra Boost Alpha? No, the Ultra Boost Edge? No, because the Edge is is the other part. It's the no, the Edge may be right because the AlphaEdge, because there's the Alpha Bounce. Yeah, so I think there's like the Ultra Boost that have the 4D printed midsole. Basically, let's put it like that. And then the outsole is a little bit different. This one does have Continental rubber on it though, which is cool. And so this shoe is it's different, man. These things, they feel different too. These shoes just provide a whole different feel as compared to like any other shoe that currently is out. The 4D midsole, I'm not going to say it's as comfortable as Boost, but I haven't really broken a single pair in to know enough of what they feel like after a lot of wears. What I do know is that these compare to like the Ultra Boost on first step in comfort. Ultra Boost is just kind of unrivaled. You just put those on and you're like, wow. You put these on, you're kind of like, well, that's kind of weird, you know? But that's about it. Because when you look at it, at least like here, like trying to compress like the midsole, I don't see a lot of like if I push hard, I can get some compression there, but it's not much. But like if I press, I can press in on it, you know, it's there. I can't see through the midsole, you know, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you would think first that you could. It's like, oh, look at all like the holes in it, but it's not. The whole 4D printing process is actually pretty cool. I couldn't explain it super well. I would tell someone to go take a peek at the stuff on Adidas or look on like YouTube. You can find some cool videos for that. Maybe we'll annotate one of those here that I like a lot. But it's a pretty neat process. This upper is a prime knit upper. And what's interesting to me about it is that when you look at how these materials are on here and how this is set up, obviously the way this midsole or the way this silhouette is, it's meant to be like the Alpha Bounce. It's very similar in terms of like the paneling. You even like see like the ribbed parts on here as well too, but you have the 4D midsole, so that's pretty neat. You have the Adidas logo right here. Let's talk about some of these little smaller features on the shoe. On the back of the heel here, it says "That's no moon." That's the line that Obi-Wan says in A New Hope about the Death Star. But on the tongue, you see that this is the second Death Star, is what's meant to be really showing. Unless you want to say like that's the first Death Star and it's just silhouetted in places, but I'm just going to say that's the second Death Star. You have the Imperial insignia here on this lace lock piece or lace jewelry, which is pretty cool. You go inside here, let's pop out this insole. On the insole too, you have like schematic readouts for the Death Star. is there. It says Adidas and Star Wars. And we take a look at this other side, the 4D. And so you put these together. Looks like on some of those other pairs you get all there. So it's pretty cool, pretty neat, right? This side says Adidas and Star Wars on it instead of having the Death Star on there. And then the heel says the power of the dark side, which is also pretty neat too. Now, the other small detail on here that you don't really notice unless you kind of really look for it is that on these paneling pieces, you do have pieces like of the schematics, like the Death Star outlining there or traced out on it, so that's there. And you see that part right there, like that's like the dish where the blast will come out from the kyber crystals that power the Death Star, and it's the same thing on the lateral side with this piece here too. So it's not like super noticeable, but it is something, so that's pretty neat. I got a size 10 of these. The 9.5s, if I was going to run in them, I have a 9.5 and a pair of 4Ds of the same shoe except different colorway, which actually I'll talk on that in a second. And actually, no, I'm talking that right now. That colorway is literally the exact same colorway as this one, except this is not green, it's black, I think, or it's white, and they just don't have the Death Star markings on it. But otherwise, it looks the exact same. So the way I got them was the place I originally ordered these from shipped me the wrong pair, and then they didn't want to do a return exchange and all this other stuff with me, so I ended up like filing a claim through PayPal. Worked out great. I got some money back for them, and I got to keep the shoes because of how they were going about it, because that's how PayPal's fantastic. But then I ordered these later so I could still have the Star Wars one. And like I said, they're pretty neat. I mean, the 4D shoes, I mean, they're like, it's just a different shoe. And honestly, I'd say this is almost like a navy compared to a black, but like it's a dark, dark navy. But just looking at that in this light, it's like, oh, I can kind of see this being more navy than it is black, but I'm going to go with it being black. And actually, the thing is, too, the colorway works because the beams in the Death Star is this color, you know, and I think the paneling works well with it. So it's cool. One of the lower key ones out of, like, you know, the whole design bits of it. But, you know, what can you say? But I do like these. I do think they're pretty cool. And it's a nice little shoe for sure. Are these worth $300? No. Absolutely not. I never paid $300 for these. I always got them on sale. I never would have paid $300 for these because it's just kind of ridiculous. It's just something that I don't think is worth the price for it. But it's the technology that's being used, and I will say that reason why, yes. Do I think they provide anything that requires me to spend $300? Not necessarily, but you'll spend $300 on a pair of Yeezys. So I can't really be mad about it, you know. This lace jewelry, I'm not lace jewelry, sorry, this aglet does have the Imperial logo on it as well too. I should point that out. But yeah, these are cool. They're nice. Not $300 worth, but it's cool. It's nice to have another Star Wars shoe. It's Adidas. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about these guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll be back with more Star Wars shoe reviews here soon. But until next time, guys, peace. May the Force be with you always. I'll catch you around later. Bye. All right, just for comparison's sake, let's do this. Bam. Midsole's the same color because I think for a time they weren't able to make this be a different color if I'm not mistaken. The Adidas logo there is silver. This is green. Tongue has the 3 stripes on there, and what I think is actually a really nice way of putting the 3 stripes on shoes. I think that's dope. And then the upper panel piece is like, yeah, it's all the same otherwise. But yeah. This is 3, or not 3M, but like iridescent. Actually, that may be 3M, looking at then how that light's hitting it. But yeah, I mean, they're pretty much the same colorway. And my roommate's buying these off me, so he's gonna have these. And so that's why I wasn't really gonna show my first. I was like, oh, no, I might as well show them. But yeah, this is a 9.5 too, by the way, compared to this 10. So there's that. So yeah.